Taw'r bore, taw'r hwyr nos, llys Gardydd. Cafrwys nos, llafuris gan. Eiliadau nid dim cysgu mwyach hyd. Maybe I'm one of the lucky ones. As a young farmer, like so many others growing up in an isolated community, I found myself in a dark place. Issues related to my sexuality, but I found a way out of it. It all started back in the GCSE time when I was studying in school. Here, come here. There was a lot of stress on me as a student. It was just a really busy time in my life, and this kind of questioning of who I was and where do I actually belong, what I want to do, it all kind of hit me at once. And within that came a lot of uncertainty. Then when the thoughts were coming along about who am I in terms of my sexuality, it was just got a bit more complicated because I didn't have anybody to reference. I didn't have that role model. I didn't have somebody who I could go, oh, you know, him down the road, he's a gay farmer, so I could go and chat to him. Spot! Nobody was saying, oh, I've got a gay brother, or I know someone who's got two dads, or I've got a gay cousin or uncle. It was really quite strange not hearing it, because that in turn made me feel like, well, if there aren't any of them here, then do they exist? Why aren't they here? And does that mean that I can't be here anymore? So it left me in a real state of confusion. My mental health deteriorated quite a lot. I wouldn't speak to many people. I wouldn't open up. I didn't feel like I could be vulnerable and completely myself. And then along came anxiety. I kind of distanced myself from people and became quite, you know, focused on work, and all in all, social life just got a little bit just non-existent, really. So kind of isolated in school, coming home to an isolated area in the community, it definitely had an impact on my mental health. Yeah. Vicky, sure. Tea?
Tea, please. Yeah.
But then I joined the Young Farmers group, Dyffryn Tannock Young Farmers, and there was so many acting opportunities and performing, and I just absolutely loved it. Oh my gosh.
Dyma un o'r troion cyntaf aethon ni Gaerdydd.
Oh, yeah.
Ie.
Ti'n gofio wneud sioe Dan Nolan efo'r Young Farmers?
Wel, ie. Nes
Ie.
ti ennill, do?
Do.
Am actor
Na ni, efo'r, most promising actor, dwi'n meddwl, ddo. I loved acting so much. It really lifted me out of that dark place I was heading into, and I started thinking about life, you know, beyond Llanrhaeadr Machnant, and what was it like? I then went on to university in Cardiff to study drama. I thought, this is a new start, this is a new beginning. Ymfeiddio, codi llais yn erbyn gormes. I really enjoy acting, and I think the main thing is that sense of escapism, of really just leaving the world that we know and that we live in, and really entering the world of the play and of that character. Ymfeiddio, codi... I think that in turn helps make you a bit more of an empathetic person. Daeth picell y gyfraith i'th gefn. And through this, I found the courage to come out to my friends in Cardiff, but also to my family and friends at home as well. Then came the lockdown, and I had to make a quick decision. Was I going to stay in Cardiff, or was I going to head home to the farm? went to the farm for the full 8 months, I think it was. I had come out to most of the people that I loved, and I was suddenly going home as this young, gay person, openly and feeling comfortable within myself about it. After moving back to Cardiff from the time at home over the lockdown, I found myself really missing home in a way that I'd never had before. And also with a knowledge of what life is like, how maybe lonely it can be and how isolating it can be. So I really found myself wanting to help the farming community in some way. And somehow help those in that dark place I had been in. And that's when I discovered the DPJ Foundation. They are a mental health charity that offers support to farmers and agricultural workers across Wales. I joined the board of trustees actually in January 2021. Hello, so the
DPJ Foundation was set up in July 2016 and it followed the death by suicide of Daniel Bickerton Jones, whose initials DPJ stand for. Daniel was an agricultural contractor. He had suffered with his mental health for some time, but he hadn't been able to get help in a way that worked for him. And Emma, his widow, wanted to do something that would mean that people like Daniel and people like her wouldn't have to go through the same experience.
I'm a first-generation farmer. Parents on farming always been really supportive over the years. Sort of stress of finances, obviously having to keep a full-time job as well as farming as well, trying to build the farm up to something sustainable. All comes with its pressures and things, and literally just fell into a sort of darker hole, really. I just ended up in hospital after taking an overdose just after Christmas. And it just changed me as a person, obviously, and the help came just in time, really.
So many farmers are struggling financially. They're struggling with the viability of their farm and understanding that they may need to move away from their identity as a farmer. And that then contributes to their identity potentially as what does a farmer look like? What's a farmer, a typical farmer? There's no such thing, frankly. Farmers come in all shapes and sizes, but maybe we need to just talk a little bit more about that diversity that does exist, because there is diversity within agriculture. There are a number of gay farmers, openly gay farmers in agriculture, but bet your bottom dollar there's a number of farmers who aren't out in the farming community, and actually giving them the comfort that they won't be judged.
The thing is, with LGBT farmers, we are there to contribute to the industry. We're there to help the industry, not to take anything away from it. I know this seems a little cliche, I suppose, but I really want to be the role model that I didn't have for young queer farmers growing up in Wales. I am ready to have the conversation.
And what would you tell your younger self?
Oh gosh, like on RuPaul's Drag Race, they do this, don't they? It's so emotional. So, to my younger self, I would say, oh, whoa, it's gonna be okay. Trust your creativity. Keep being kind to people, because kindness gets you so far. You will one day be really thankful, and you will be appreciated for your honesty and being open about things that have been really tough for you. So just remember that even though it's really, really hard, keep being kind to people, keep being open and honest, and keep telling the truth. Because the truth and honesty always win, always win. And you wear your heart on your sleeve. You love a lot of people in many different ways. So just trust yourself. Trust what you know. Trust that you're doing the right thing. Nobody really knows what they're doing here on this world. Nobody knows what they're doing. So just just keep going, be kind, and keep your friends close, keep your family close, love your dogs so much. And, yeah, look after yourself, yeah? I love the city life, but for me, my heart will always be at home. Countryside, rural life, farming is and will always be a big part of my life because it's who I am, and I have stopped fighting against it. I've embraced it, and I think it's made me so much happier in embracing it and accepting it, and also hand in hand with my sexuality. Can I exist? Well, the answer is yes. And I did, and I have, and I will continue to do so.